And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10. At the 20.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and a try for 2, unsuccessful.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on.
What?
Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah. Preserve that for that's an ancient relic. Faking it, I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3, but from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Singletary, the ball
on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Allen hit. He lost the football.
Patrick Mahomes sacks. A fumble on the play.
Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. So here are the Chiefs to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. That catch good for only a couple. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 31 yards. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down.
Good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on first down is Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Throwing on 2nd down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
That one good for 33 and a first. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And this offense continues to pour it on. Butker on for the PAT. And certainly some credit there for that. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down
under pressure, they got him again.
Quarterback taken down and sacked.
Well, that was their third sack of the ball game. Second in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They will run with Singletary. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
First and 10 at
the numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 4 catches, 71 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
At the 47.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 47 yards. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for trophy rooms.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you, he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Singletary. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Singletary here running out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Allen's pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Allen on the keeper. Fumble on the play.
He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards. Oh, he jumps over him at the 45. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kansas City.
Christian McCaffrey, 62 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
And 5.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Allen to Beasley, 1st down, Buffalo.
10 at the 40-yard.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
At the 42-yard.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
And again, it's Allen. And now another one thrown incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
He's got daylight. The 30.
That's all you got.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Coast to coast, 96 yards on the punt return as his guys continue to pour it on. What a risk he took, but it paid off. I mean, he took that punt from inside the 5 near the goal line, ran it all the way back.
And normal coaching says you let that one go. Anytime you're inside the 10-yard line, you let it hit and hopefully bounce into the end zone. But as you mentioned, he took a risk, and boy, did it pay off in a big way. I wonder if they let up a little bit going downfield, thinking that there was no way he was going to return that one.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 41. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
First down.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he did.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, he had the big run to get down there, so you got to let him finish it off, don't you?
I think so, but what I liked even more, the fact that he wanted to finish it off. How many times have we seen a guy break off a big run, and we see that universal sign where he's tapping his helmet to get me out of the game? No! Stay out on the field and enjoy the benefits of the success you created.
And he hits pay dirt because of it. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone.
There he goes, right side.
Don't worry about it, baby.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 70 yards. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
At the 38-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the counter, it's Yeldon. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bullet. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make the play? Because he's made all the plays so far, so I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Good luck. I mean, not many teams have been able to do it. We'll see. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Christian McCaffrey finding the end zone yet again. And this offense continues to pour it on. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call him, the West Coast offense, the long handoff. Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
He used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
44-yard line.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Over the middle here to Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row. First down. On the ground, it's Singletary. Singletary, a first down and more. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Operating from the gun. Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 16. This is Alvin Kamara, Pro Bowler in all 3 of his NFL seasons. It's a foot race. 30. Past the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 84 yards. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Allen on the move to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. He certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
operating from the gun. Allen, and his throw is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Here's Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Damian Wilson in on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
From the gun, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Operating from the gun, Allen. He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much the quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And brought but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now a run with Singletary. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
The ball carrier.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
That's good.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
On the ground, Geis. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are able to make things a bit more respectable.
For the extra point.
No success on first down. Couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ooh, with a juke. And now running right through it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Nicole Bergman on the return. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, it's Kamara. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Kamara able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. He flat out can't be. Stopped as his guys continue to pour it on. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll turn to Kamara. They'll try and run it here. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Here we go.
And here's Allen on third down. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Allen's throw is complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. On a 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
11 yards there, first down. Now Allen again. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive. And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have.
And now look at him go. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 67 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play call. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the gun, Allen. Smith catches left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
Third down and 4.
Again, they'll throw with Allen, and able to find John Brown. And he is going to have a Bills first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker. Following a gain of 6.
45-yard line.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Allen to throw once more. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was affected.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter. And that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. Derrick Henry all alone. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry, 85 yards. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
First and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. Allen hit. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Mahomes sacked.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chiefs take advantage of the turnover and put up 6. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Allen. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
The quarterback taken down and set.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Watch out for Hill on the return. He's still fighting forward. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And this offense continues to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, you know, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. 22 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record. In a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
At the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
13.
From the gun, Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. Here's Hill on the return. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more.
Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
20. Five-yard line.
The Bills ready to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now out come the Bills. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left.
Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Fumbled on the play.
And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And this one through the uprights and good. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs defense here ready to head back out onto the field. They did their job coming into the hostile environment, doing what needed to be done to get the W.
And that has to feel great, because all during the week, that's one of the goals that they talked about. Going on the road, making that stadium their own, establishing themselves in the game. Give them credit. They got all those things done.
Yeah, both sides of the football did their job in this one. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Operating from the gun. Allen looking for his running back, and he's got him. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Intended for
line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They only needed 1 yard on third.